The Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopian president visited Eastern Industry Zone. Venezuela's Maduro to curb cheap fuel. Hello to you all, this is Oromia Broadcasting Network News. I'm Thomas Kamulatu. Those were the headlines, now news in brief. President of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia, President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Dr. Mulatu Teshome, discussed that the expansion of industry in Ethiopia is an indicator for the country's transformation to industrial-led economy. The president has visited Eastern Industry Zone at Dukamta. Fukaro Brown has the detail.
There are more than 18 industries in Eastern Industrial Zone found in Dukam town. These industries produce cement, vehicle, textile, steel and medicine. The country has been earning more foreign currency from it, as well as it could create job opportunity for thousands. President of Ethiopia, Dr. Mulatu Teshome, has visited the Eastern Industrial Zone. Dr. Mulatu said the industrial zone has been established by Chinese business owners, adding that the industry which produced paper was established in collaboration with Ethiopian investors. He added that his government appreciates the country's investors to participate in such industry.
Eastern Industry Zone እንደምታውቁት በቻይና ባለሀብቶች.
As you know, Eastern Industrial Zone has been developed by Chinese investors. Even though it has been started with Chinese investors, now Ethiopian investors have started to produce with them. This is what we appreciated. As we have observed today, medical industry is producing medicine through international standard.
Dr. Mulatu noted that the main aim of their visit is to check the work performance of the industry.
ዛሬ ጉብኝታችን የኢንዱስትሪ ዞኑ የኢስተርን ኢንዱስትሪ ዞን ምን ደረጃ ላይ እንዳለ
I have visited the industry before 2 years. Many investors are added. They have also planned to construct industrial town. If we go in such pace, our country will come lead by industry in the recent time.
Chinese ambassador to Ethiopia, Tan Jihan, for his part, said the two countries have long-standing economic cooperation, adding that Eastern Industrial Zone is example for it. He adds that Eastern Industrial Zone will present as model industry on African-China meeting that will held in the coming September at Beijing. President of the Eastern Industrial Zone, Luki Yuan, appreciated Dr. Mulatu Teshome for his visit and noted that they have planned to expand the industry.
We are happy for the visit of His Excellency Dr. Mulatu Teshome. We have interested to expand the industries. For the future, we have a plan to build industrial town with $8 to $10 billion. Directly and indirectly, we will also create job opportunity for more than 1 million people.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed has visited industrial parks and coffee farms at Jimma town. The Premier has paid visit to new industrial park in Jimma, as well as coffee forest around Jimma and Bonga yesterday. The visit was aimed to encourage and supporting the investors who seek to create real value, said Fitsum Araga, Chief of Staff at Prime Minister Office. The private sector is our main partners, as well as build a more dynamic economy, Fitsum said on Twitter. Jimma Industry Park is under construction at the cost of $61 million, according to Government Communication Affairs of Jimma town. Construction of the first phase of the park has reached over 93%, the office added, FBC website reported. A board of Ethiopian Tourism Organization has announced a minimum of 25% of discount package and other initiative across the border for the Ethiopian diaspora starting from August 15 to September 30. Let us compile in as file.
Board chairman of Ethiopian Tourism Organization Fitsum Arga said the discount is made following a decision with service providers, stakeholders and concerned bodies to encourage the diaspora to come in the upcoming holiday season. Ethiopian Airlines main department for Immigration and Nationality Affairs, Association of Hotels, Ethio Telecom and Tour Operators Association are among the many that offered discounts. Fitsum noted that the season is full of opportune moments that attract the diaspora to celebrate the holidays with their families and relatives. The package will further help facilitate the engagement of the diaspora in development and investment, among others. The board chairman pointed out that preparations are made to provide quality service. Representative of Tour Operators Association Yakob Malako said the association with over 200 tour operators may even provide free service. He reiterated that exclusive discount package is prepared by professional service providers to attract the diaspora. President of Infinite Hotel Owners Association, Binyam Bisra, said over 118 hotels in the capital city will provide 31.8% discount on bed service.
Historians and leadership science scholars of Addis Ababa University said that the ever-started political reforms paved the way through democratization. Fakad Brown has looked at the story.
Professor Tasamata is lecturer and researcher of history at Addis Ababa University. He said the change that has been seen in the country is what is appreciated and needs support.
Wanti argine kuni dirree dimokiraasii bal'isuudhaaf.
There is a change that we have seen. Reforms like widening political space, inviting exil parties which have been struggled armly and peacefully to pay their part in their country's development. So there is the true reforms which opened the door for many.
Professor Tasama adds that the process of widening political space that has been undertaken has included Gada system.
Jarri amma jijjiirama fidan kuni burqaa gadaa keessaa waan ufannatti fakkaata.
I think the people who brought this reform came from Gada system. They grew up in Gada system. Due to this, they have opened their door to receive everyone, because when somebody stays outside, he will be enemy. Therefore, they decided to invite everybody to return back his homeland and reflect his idea through supporting the current change.
Scholar of history and leadership science at Addis Ababa University, Assistant Professor Muratu Shanko for his part, notes that the cooperation of parties should focus on building Oromia and the country.
If the exil parties which return to their country could identify their past weakness and solve it, as well as parties which were at home do the same thing, they can minimize fear among them. If they do so, they can simply bring change of the region.
They add that the region should use human power and natural resources properly as one chance. They also suggest that the reform can take a long period of time, adding the people should wait for it patiently.
This is OBN, Voice of the People. Now news from abroad. Venezuela's president has said its subsidized fuel price should rise to stop smugglers cheating the country of million smugglers. Gasoline must be sold at the international price to stop smuggling to Colombia and Serbia. Nicolas Maduro said in televised address, like many oil-producing nations, Venezuela offers its citizens heavily subsidized petrol. Smugglers can then line their pockets reselling of oil nearby countries. Venezuela's economy is in free fall, with inflation rates estimated to reach 1,000,000% this year, but the price of oil has barely changed. Yeah, the move to curb fuel subsidies is part of the wider plan to increase government revenue, BBC correspondent says. Mr. Maduro said direct subsidies would still be given to citizens with state ID cards if they register their car in a government consensus, but they did not make clear how to scheme would work. The BBC reported. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all for now. Have a good time.